Hi, I'm Adrianna Benavides, and welcome to the Contemporary Arts Museum Houston, better known to locals as CAM. We are broadcasting from the museum district. This is a designated part of Houston's landscape that is all museums, so very cool that from walking distance you can explore all kinds of ideas. Today we'll be exploring contemporary art. CAM is one of the oldest non-collecting contemporary arts museum in the United States. Founded in 1948, the museum prides itself on presenting new art and documenting its role in modern life through exhibitions, lectures, original publications, and a variety of educational programs and events. One of which is CAM's Teen Council, a group of high school art enthusiasts employed by the museum to not only learn about the Houston art community, but to create and facilitate dynamic art programming for their peers. Biannually, Teen Council from beginning to end creates an exhibition of artwork from Houston area teen artists. Turn On, Tune In, Tap Out features over 26 local teen artists who submitted artwork addressing their experience with the screen during the 2020 pandemic. In seeking artwork to include in this exhibition, Teen Council posed these questions. How do you define the screen? How does the screen protect you or hold you back? And how can you crack the screen? Turn On, Tune In, Tap Out focuses on the relationship between our bodies and the screen, with largely three-dimensional works in a time when many are craving physicality, touch, and in-person experiences, while directly responding to this cultural, social, and political moment. One of the most fascinating things about all of the artwork created in this exhibition is that the students were confined to their home. And I think it's very interesting that we find so many three-dimensional works. Natalie Mafrage's work takes us there in thinking about this duality of our physical body and our mental kind of being affected, right, by the pandemic and by this confined experience. And I love how we can really move our eye throughout this piece and find new information. So starting from the top, we see that we are plugged in to a drawn outlet, right? Very common of us to get power and to get a sense of electricity for our electronics, our technology items that we're using to connect to others. However, sometimes these strings can feel that they're weighing on our body. So as we see, the figure is, yes, held up by this power source. However, there is a movement away towards it. And as we look more closely and follow these symbolic veins throughout this body, we are taken to two places of the hands. We're taken to both a hand holding and onto this device, and also we're taken to a hand that is extended with a pair of scissors. And if we think about what these two tools are able to do, they're able to connect us and disconnect us. So much of the artwork in Teen Council's exhibition, Turn On, Tune In, Tap Out, really showcases that intensity of wanting to connect and disconnect. And also how so many of these teen artists, right? These are students that are 16, 17, 18 years old, are having similar experiences to us as adults. And so I love how overall this exhibition kind of brings a bridge for generations to connect with all of our collective experience during the pandemic. Cauleen Smith, we already have what we need, presents works by the acclaimed Los Angeles-based artist and features film, video, sculpture, textiles, installation, and drawing. Cauleen Smith's In the Wake banners speak both plainly and poetically to the ongoing violence experienced by Black Americans. Part protest sign, part flag, Smith's hand-sewn textile works are an important part of her practice and are usually created for use in her public processions. They draw on a long history of banners hoisted for celebration as well as social and political change, from those raised by labor unions, created by activists in the civil rights movement, or lofted in the ongoing protests against white supremacy. Her banner titled, "I Am Holding My Breath," is both a nod to the frequency with which historically marginalized groups are asked to wait for change, and a piercing commentary on the suffocating and deadly toll such false promises take on Black Americans, while camera, pin, or gun seems to ask which is the more powerful weapon against bigotry and brutality. Cauleen Smith's neon banner, "Light Up Your Life" for Sandra Bland, the artist's first work in neon, variously blinks, "I will light you up and I will light up your life." The work references the menacing words of Texas State Trooper Brian Encena, whose 2015 traffic stop of 28-year-old Sandra Bland, a Black woman, would lead to her death in police custody in Waller County, Texas. Smith reclaims Encena's threat of violence and weaves it together with the hit 1977 love song "You Light Up My Life," first sung by Debbie Boone and more famously reprised by Aretha Franklin and Whitney Houston. This work uses light and language to insist we bear witness to Sandra Bland's murder, while also refusing her life to be solely defined by the systematic, state-sponsored racism through which it ended. For over 3 decades, Smith has harnessed acts of imagination and the power of revolutionary thinking to envision a better world. The title of the exhibition and the expansive video installation at its center suggests that, in fact, we already have what we need. Thank you so much for joining us today. I had such a thrilling time sharing all about CAM, our current exhibitions, and I hope that you found inspiration and can find inspiration where you live.